Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today we're going to be talking about one of the best and highest paying Bitcoin faucets that is still out here functioning, paying free cryptocurrency in 2025. So if all of that sounds interesting to you, I do want to make sure to ask you to stick around through the entire video so that you don't miss out on any of the great tips and tricks that I have to help you earn more free Bitcoin here in 2025. Also, I want to take a second to mention there is a small change here on the channel. You'll notice there are short breaks throughout the video. This is to accommodate a change here on the YouTube platform that allows me to continue running the advertisements, which allows me to provide these videos here for free on YouTube for you. If you're interested to learn more, there's a full-length video in the description, but I do appreciate your understanding with that, and let's dive in. So as always, I do like to start off here on CoinMarketCap, just taking a quick look at what's going on in the crypto markets as a point of reference if you happen to be watching this video in the future. So if you aren't interested in this portion, feel free to skip ahead 1 to 2 minutes and we'll be getting into the site then. But overall, crypto is slightly up today. Of course, yesterday was quite a down day, but we are up to about $2.51 trillion, which is up about 1.52%. So scrolling down here, there's a little bit of red mixed in, but we are starting to see a little tiny bit of green on some of these coins here on the day chart, which is nice to see. I do think crypto is going to rebound from this pretty quickly. I think, it isn't a total shock to see crypto take a dive. Stocks, everything else has been kind of falling. So with that being said, it is nice to see that green. Now, what's really interesting about this is even though prices of crypto are down, for the strategy and site that we're talking about today, you actually want crypto prices to be down. And you might be thinking that's crazy, if we're here, we're earning crypto, we obviously want it to go up. And yes, eventually you do want it to go up, but the way that faucets work is they're going to give out coins based off a set dollar amount, whether it's the US dollar or a different fiat currency. They're going to come out here and say, I'll make it easy as an example, we're going to give $1 every hour. And let's say Bitcoin is $1. You get 1 Bitcoin per hour. If Bitcoin doubles and goes to $2, yeah, you're pretty happy, your holdings went up, but now you're only getting half a Bitcoin every hour. So you're still getting that same dollar, but if you're out here trying to collect as much crypto as possible to build your holdings and wait for the next bull run, as prices start to go up, you're going to get less cryptocurrency. So with that being said, let's dive into the site and see how you can take advantage of these lower prices to build your holdings. So we are looking at Cointoply. Now this is a faucet that has been out for several years. This is one of the oldest crypto faucets out there, and they've got a ton of different ways to earn free Bitcoin here on the site. So I'm going to go over at a fairly high level here, but if there is anything that you have a question about throughout the video that I didn't dive in as deep as you would have liked, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm always happy to do more specific videos on strategies and things like that. And if I forgot to mention, if you are interested in checking out this site, the link is in the description below. But overall, when you first get signed in here, this is what the dashboard looks like. As you can see here, there's an Android app for this, so if you do have an Android phone, you can get this right on your phone and continue earning wherever you are. Or if you don't have an Android, or maybe you just have a tablet like an iPad or an iPhone, you can go ahead and just sign in on the browser anyway. But first off here, there are some offers. Now again, the offers, if you've been around here on my channel, you'll know that I'm not a huge fan of the offers. They usually take quite a bit of time and are fairly hands-on intensive. But as you can see, a lot of these ones allow you to earn several million coins, several 100,000 to millions of coins, which is really cool. But when you look at this, Domino Dreams here as an example, play now to earn 314,000 coins, which I will talk about coins in a minute. That's not 315,000 Bitcoin. But then when you look at it, by just installing the game, you get 714 coins. You then have to go through and complete several different levels and possibly even make in-app purchases to get that full bonus. Now, of course, you don't have to do each of these things. You could level up to 15 and call it a day. You don't have to make an in-app purchase, but That's why I say, for some of these, it's not always, the greatest. They make it look really good. This MLP, real money games, bingo. As you can see, you have to win several hundred games, up to 1,000 games, just to get the million coin bonus, which, hey, maybe if this is a really fun app, that works out really well for you. So I do know people make a lot of free crypto off of these, so I don't want to just skip over them. But personally for me, they're not usually where I focus my time. So scrolling down, again, here you'll see they have surveys, which again, for me, I've never really gotten to work really well, but I do know people make a ton of money using these survey tools, CPX Research being one of the biggest ones. They do have some others as well. And then as you can see here, recently completed offers. So these are the ones that people are currently working and completing. And then some more offers down here. Then you kind of get into some more of the, I don't know why they're so big, but ads here for the other features of the site. So they do have, my scroll stopped working there, but they do have bonus quests, which basically, as you do things here on the site, you're going to earn progress towards completing these quests, which of course gives you rewards in the form of coins. So as you can see here, collect daily free coins, roll the coin to apply faucet at least once to collect the free coins, claim reward. So I got 40 coins just because I used the faucet once already today. So we'll talk about that in just a minute here, but jumping back over to the main page, scrolling down, as I mentioned, the daily free spin. This is a pretty simple, this is the most basic kind of standard aspect of this faucet. So as you can see here, you got your coin to plier jackpot percentage here, and then all you have to do is just roll to win. Of course, fill out the I'm not a robot here, and just like that, it rolls between 1 and 100,000. And as you can see, I got 57,000, which means I earned 23 coins. So definitely nice to see that. But kind of continuing on back to this main page here. Let's let it load properly. They do also have pay to click ads and short ads. Now again, if you've been around on my channel, you'll know that with these, again, very good way to earn cryptocurrency, coins, things like that, but these are taking you to third-party websites. So I do always recommend make sure you have a pop-up blocker, an antivirus, and maybe even an ad blocker, just because you never know where these are going to go. So I do always like to say, please be careful with these, but they do pay quite a bit. As you can see here, if I go to this one, it's some type of game website, but I didn't stay in there long enough, so it didn't let me earn. But as you can see, it is a pretty easy way to get those bonuses. Scrolling down, as mentioned, they also have those market research surveys, which we talked about, the offers for games and apps. These are just more specific pages versus those kind of ad, scrolling bars up at the top. They do have some games to earn more coins, spreading the word, earning interest, and watching videos. Now, this is what I want to focus on, watching videos. This is the area that I think is absolutely one of the best and highest paying options for these faucets. And I'm not signed in here, but let me jump back over to the site. Essentially, what the earn videos section does, as you saw, it took me to another website there, which was Cheddar TV. Now, if you're not familiar with this strategy, essentially what you do is you create an account on Cheddar TV. It then links your account here to Cointoply, and then you watch videos. It's basically like a YouTube alternative. They've got different topics. Of course, it's not as vast in terms of finding pretty much anything you want to watch on YouTube. You're not really going to see that on Cheddar TV. But what they do is they pay you points for the videos that you watch. And then what you can do is convert those points back over to coins here on Cointoply and withdraw them, which we'll talk about the withdrawing coins in just a second. But the reason that this is my favorite, all-time favorite method to earn for not only this site, but a lot of faucets these days have an option around these videos, is because of how passive it is. I can say from personal experience that if you have an older laptop, a desktop, just a dual-core, quad-core computer that maybe is just sitting around not doing much for you, setting up Cheddar TV can really boost your earnings because it's super passive. You can spend 10 minutes a month maintaining that system, just making sure that it's online, if the power goes out, restarting it, updating it, things like that. So it's very, very passive to earn free Bitcoin through these watch videos. The other thing that I do want to mention here is they also have this earn 5% interest, which if you have 35,000 coins or more, you will automatically earn interest on your coins. So let me get rid of the thing here, but as you can see, I have 135,000 coins, which is about $13.57 or 17,150 Bitcoin Satoshis. So definitely cool to see that. You can go ahead and say earn interest. It does bring this, kind of pop up here. Earn the 5%. You do have to enable it in your settings, deposit Bitcoin, or as you earn, if you just don't withdraw, you can use those coins as well. And then of course it is a withdraw at any time. So if you do have Bitcoin here on the site, that is something to consider as well. They do also have that for Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Dash, and Litecoin. So definitely very cool to see. But heading back over to just kind of the main page, I just want to click on the earn coins here, just make sure we didn't miss anything. But overall, there's a lot of different ways to earn here on the site. And like I said, there's a lot of different offers and apps and surveys and things that if you are looking to spend more time, maybe you've got some free time, you can kind of do this on the side of work, or waiting for your video game to load or whatever it might be. That's a great way to kind of boost your earnings at the same time. Now, I did want to take a second to go over to the withdraw page here. So as you saw, okay, so we were on the withdraw page anyways, but as you saw with the ads, the apps you download, the surveys you complete, the videos you watch, any of that, it's paying out in what they call coins. Here on the site, coins is just kind of a generic term. It doesn't really equate to any one crypto specifically, but as you can see here, they do pay out to Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Dashcoin, and Litecoin, which is really cool to see. But as you can see here, the 1357 135,701 equates to $13.57, which essentially that works out to 100,000 coins being the $10 mark there, whereas 1,000 coins is going to be your dollar mark. So that's just one thing I do want to call out. When you see that, you might be earning 1 million coins, you're certainly not earning 1 million Bitcoin. That would be awesome. We'd all be out here doing this every single day, probably for at least one day, and then you'd be set. So overall, that's that's definitely a call out that I wanted to mention. But just like that, you can get paid out directly into your wallets. So again, as I mentioned, the link to Cointoply is down in the description below. I highly recommend at least checking it out, because everything I talked about here in today's video is 100% free to get started. All you need is an email and a password. It's pretty simple. You can always go out to Gmail or another mail service and create kind of just a dummy email if you don't want to use your personal one to sign up for sites, but it's really that simple. And if you have any questions further about this site, feel free to leave a comment down below. Always happy to help answer questions, troubleshoot, get you up and running, earning free crypto here in 2025. And if you've made it this far in the video and you haven't done so already, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to Bitcoin Tips. It really does help us out here and allow us to continue providing these videos for free here on YouTube for you. And if you are looking to support the channel a little further, we do also have the channel membership and super thanks options down below, which of course any support in that area is greatly, greatly appreciated. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.